Hey guys, Beck here. Hope you're all doing well today. I've got some ibises up in the tree here, and they live with the flying foxes, and they live hand in hand together, flying foxes and ibises. Very strange indeed. Guys, I'm coming at you today with a video that I really hope will impact you as much as the story I am telling you impacted me. It's really serious, and I'm getting down to nuts and bolts this year, whether it be a new year really or not a new year really by the calendar, I don't care. We've got to get down to some serious business and put everything into practice that we've been taught. I've just been walking around this whole circuit of this beautiful park praying. I even walked around with this ton of book, carrying this ton of Bible with me that I haven't actually opened yet because I haven't needed to. Not yet. So, coming at you today regarding a video that I watched a few days back now. It was a video of a woman who said she went to heaven, hell, whatever you want to call this, because this is something different. Because when I heard her testimony about this, she is the only person I have ever believed. Now, there's going to be a very strong message in this, guys. And the Father had me really sit back and think about this one after it happened, because I was shocked at my response, okay? And I just prayed for circumcision of the heart. You know, we need it. I feel best when He's circumcising me in my heart. I truly do. It's a purification process. So, okay. This lady, she appeared, Jesus, she died and she appeared in front of Jesus, and she was in the great hallway where all the people were. Now, the thing about this vision is it's very real, the way she explained it. I will have to link it because I'm going to butcher it either way. It's been a few days since I saw it. I'm just giving you the rough outline and the actual message that I received because of this. It doesn't really matter what was said in the video. What matters is that when I watched this woman, I was truly convinced that she has seen, not had, that she has seen this. She saw what she thinks is the Son of Man, and she went into this big hallway, and her relatives and a lot of people that she knew did not come. And her message was, wasn't the message. What she kept saying to Yeshua was, but you know, why can't they come? No, what's... And she couldn't understand why those she loved weren't coming. She didn't realize that they weren't ready in their heart. Now, in saying that, I don't know if this woman was even ready in her heart to experience what she did. Because this was the test. The test was, I got through the whole video. It's quite lengthy. And I watched this woman's testimony, and I was just crying, guys. I was just, okay, this is hitting home. This is what it's going to be like. This is what I envisioned it to actually, if anything, that's what I envisioned it to look like when we get there and what happens. Some will be, depart from me. He'll go through, those will be left through that door, those will be through that door. She said everything I have always thought would happen on that day. The day of judgment, okay? She was very rattled, like I said, because it sounds like, most of the people that she knew was not ready. So, right at the end of the video, guys, this is the message, right at the end of it. Like clockwork, okay? She goes, I am so glad that this happened to me though, and I am very terrified or whatever for those who don't believe. or who aren't ready. And I want to thank Pastor John, something such and such. Okay, and so I quickly got on to Google, and I Googled this South African pastor, and he's just running a sham show. And I was shocked. I was shocked because this woman's testimony is not a sham show, I believe. Now, so even though she is praising and giving all thanks to this wolf in sheep's clothing, it's one of the big mega churches things. You know what I'm saying. You know, I'm not just judging. These places can't operate unless they're operating for the enemy, because we're in the enemy's time. So, she, I believe, had a genuine experience in a Kundalini church. Now, granted, she didn't have it in the church. She didn't have the vision in the church. And so, did Father use her as an example to snap a lot of people in that church out of their slumber? And so I went away and thought about this. I was very shocked at the end that I was taken back so badly when she said that she's a member of this Kundalini church. As soon as I looked it up and went, well, that throws that out all out the door. And Father said, no, you're wrong. You must be able to discern and watch the things that I'm doing in this time, because they're going to be different. And so he will use the broken in those churches, in the Kundalini churches. Let's just call them that for a minute. You know what I mean? And he will use those to bring about his will. Now, the thing is, it is such a powerful testimony that, like, you've never seen anybody with the emotion that she has. We've all seen people tell us their dreams, their rapture dreams, or they've seen Jesus, or worse, they've seen God, because nobody sees God and lives. So that's not a really good thing to go around saying. But even seeing the King of Kings in a dream, you know, that doesn't happen just to anyone. I believe that was something reserved for very, very select few special people. And I can tell you, I have never seen him in a dream. I've never. So I'm not one of the select few. Doesn't mean it won't happen to us, but if we haven't had it yet, I'm okay with it. I don't need it as a sign to believe. And you see, he won't show those people signs that want the signs. Okay? So, come here. Sorry, guys. There you go. She's alright. Don't. You're being silly. Why'd you try to run away? You never do that. Jazzy's gone a bit funny since old Bo's gone. Excuse me, guys. I had to drop her. She's gone really weird. Well, it's because there's other dogs now. She never used to care. But now she's really, yeah. Anyway, I understand. She's an animal. Don't. Stay here. Don't! Hey! Well, I had to yell then. Don't you dare. She went to run away. What are you doing? That's not good. Right? That's not good. Don't you do that. She was going to run flat out for that dog, and the lady just... should not need a lead on you, my girl. You've always been so obedient. Okay, just a little distraction. Sorry, guys, it's the usual, isn't it? Okay, please hear me out. So I was completely shocked when I found out that this lady was, in a Kundalini church, Church of Satan, but I believe she had a genuine experience to wake up those around her. Now, I wrestled with this. I wrestled with this before I even rang my best sister to tell her what had happened about this. And I thought, my gosh, I was deceived. I was deceived. However, I wasn't, because that actually, even, okay, let's say it was fake. Let's say she truly put that on. Doesn't matter. That's what's going to happen. So why would the enemy be showing us literally what's written in black and white there? And her testimony was literally that. However, with power behind it, with emotion, raw emotion and power behind her testimony. All right, I won't bang on about that too long. I just wanted to bring it to your attention that, as to even deceive the elect. And that's not just about the shape of the earth or just about Hollywood and transes and that. This is about being deceived about anything, okay? But what we got to keep in mind, that I think we're all keep forgetting, is that when I really do, because if we're getting beaten down in the spirit, we're not remembering this one key factor that cannot be taken from you, me, or the world. And the key factor is he already defeated death and the grave. He defeated the enemy, which is death. Okay, he's done it. It is under his feet. And he said, I give you all power to tread over the works of the enemy. No weapon formed against you will prosper. How many scriptures really are there? For the Father, all things are possible for those who believe. We never believed in the power of believing, because we were told when you believe in fairy tales, you're a little child. And because they really did want the Bible to become a book of fables, a book of fairy tales, just separate fairy tales, lots of different little story fairy tales in the Bible, isn't there? Well, what they achieved by that was embarrassing those who wanted to really look at the Bible, because you're just believing you're worse than a child now. Whereas years ago, in our parents' generation and their parents' generation, the Bible was revered. It was the most sacred thing in the world. Whether we had a true version or a fake version, Father's holy words are still in that book. And some things the enemy is not permitted to touch. One of them being you. If you are indeed a child of the Most High, if you are Israel, if you are in the body of Israel, he's already been defeated. The grave's been defeated. Death has been defeated. Sin was not conquered within us. Jesus conquered it. But because we are physically, literally living in a flesh realm, sin is not conquered in us 100%. And if it was, we wouldn't need him. There wouldn't have been a need for him to die for us. No. And so we just live with the remnant of realizing what the sin is in our life, and asking for our heart to be circumcised is so important, because it's hard. The circumcision hurts, but it's going to bring out all the dross. And then when you meet the fire at the end, you will go through, and your works which were no good will be burned up, and what is left will be purified and will be from your heart, because your heart was circumcised. Now, Father's going to use everything for good in this last time. I believe that January 11 middle pinnacle between all the eclipses, lunar and solar, it did very much say something to me. It spoke, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. When everybody was waiting for a physical sign about it, what I got was reversal. This is where the tables turn. Reversal. They have had their bloodbath. They have had their party since, we could say, the 50s, the 60s with JPL. We could just even say since 2001, for 23 years. They have been openly worshipping Satan, openly worshipping Crowley. Blavatsky. Okay, this is all now out in the open. So, a reversal, judgment. Reversal could only mean one thing. To me, when I worked it out, what do you mean by reversal? Judgment. They will be exposed even through people that they believe are on their side, or through people they believe they've brainwashed. They will be exposed. So what we have to do, this is why we have to crucify our heart, circumcise, ask for circumcision of the heart, crucify the flesh as much as we can. We're never going to conquer it fully because it's a physical thing that we're living with. However, it's not going to affect our end of outcome now. And I'm not talking about purposely sinning. I am talking about making an effort to do your best every day. Really, it is. This is a war. You are a soldier. There are things expected of you. It is not a total free ticket. It does come with T's and C's, terms and conditions. It does. You must realize this. There is no free ticket for absolute, total blatant sinning. So guys and gals, maybe, if you're out there doing porn secretly and you think nobody knows, that is an open, it is a intentional sin against your Christianity, because you know that sex is the one thing, and lust is the one thing that will keep you, not just the one, there's not just one, but I think that one tops it. And we all know why. Okay? There was no apple. So, what do we say? This is going to be tough for everybody this year, but not for those who are seeking him. And yes, he called some of you to be Marthas, and he called some of us to be Marys. I've been both. I've been the Martha running around doing all the work, physical. I've got to have a job, got to work, got to do this. Running around, just money, got to live. And now I'm being a Mary, which is I'm sitting at his feet. I've been sitting at his feet for 6 years, learning, and now comes the time when it's all going to be, boom, put into action. Like building an engine for 6 years. Building a supercharged, amazing engine for 6 years. I'm waiting for that day that you get to kick it over. This is it. Kick over time. For all of us, if we're going to be worthy, you need to know that there is going to be questions he's going to ask you. And if you know that your answers right now are not going to cut it, please change your heart, change your mind, change your thinking, change your routine, change something, but don't stay where you are. This is a real call for the brethren. It's a warning. He's warned me. I don't need to be warned. This is not for me. This is for you. And somebody out there, this is really going to hit home with, because I know there's somebody desperate that needs this. I don't know who, I don't, but I do, and I never say that sort of stuff. I can just feel there's a lot of, it's not even one person, oh no, okay. So, when your back is against the wall and you've got nothing, hit your knees and ask him to create in you a pure heart, a steadfast spirit to sustain you. Ask him to guide you in his word. Ask him to guide you in action and deed every second, even though you're going to stuff it, you're going to get angry, you're going to do this and that. You keep getting better. You keep getting, it keeps getting less and less and less. We must overcome. That's what that word is when he said, those who overcome, I will give a crown of life. There wasn't, those who just rock up and say, hey Yeshua, I'm here for the wedding feast, Can I come in? He's going to go, have you made the preparations to enter? They'll go, oh yeah, had a shower. Oh, okay, no, I'm sorry. There was some preparations that was on your manifest that you got to be able to come to this wedding, and you needed to meet those few requirements. It wasn't a lot to ask, and obviously you haven't met those requirements. I'm sorry, you cannot come in. And that is what it will be like. I've been told, I've been warned, I've been warned, I've been warned. The reversal, I think, has come. The judgment is here. There is no more time waiting to see the destruction of the wicked start to befall them. You don't want to be amongst them. I don't want to be amongst them. You don't want your family to be amongst them. Even though we cannot save our own families, we can, while we still have breath, stand in the gap for them and pray, Almighty Father, under the covenant you made with me, have mercy just to save mine, me and my house. Show them the power of the Holy Spirit, the power of your might to open their souls to this time, their spirits. Because the days are dark, the days are short, they're dark. Only those who are going to see the light will be the ones carrying the light in their heart. People's lights in their spirits, which they had naturally, even if they didn't have the Holy Spirit, it's something that Father put in human beings. Those lights of those who are not lit with the oil, the olive oil, their lights are going out all around the world. Bop, bop, another one, another one, another one. Their lights are going out. Get your oil. Get it any way you have to. Change your routine. Shake things up. You know, if you got a new job, you're really excited. Say you got a job as a pilot. You're just going to be trained for free. You've always wanted to fly. Would you keep doing the same thing you're doing tomorrow to go and get that job? No, everything would change. You'd be, wow. You know, you'd be pressing your uniform the night before. You'd be shining your shoes and you'd be really excited to be given such an opportunity. And that's what we must be. We must stop saying we're tired. I am tired of this. Oh, it's so hard. We have to stop, quit with this attitude. We're no good to anybody. How can you witness if you're so down on yourself? And you say, I'm not down on myself, I'm just tired. I'm tired of this world. No, then you're not speaking the right things out of your heart. You know, you can manifest good. I'm not talking about alchemy. I'm not talking about these people that think that, you know, what you say, you manifest in the Spirit. I'm talking, the Spirit of God tells us if we believe, we receive. That is a form of manifestation, but that can only work in purity with holiness and righteousness. It will not come through an evil source. So you can be sure that it'll be fine and pure. So you need to change things. We all do. This is a year we've never, ever seen what's going to happen. Look at what is happening in these last few weeks. Can you believe what's happening in the skies in Florida? You know, I'm not here to alarm you, but we know they're here. We know they're here. It does not frighten me at all. I've been watching and waiting. And I know I'll see it with my own eyes. Absolutely. Will my heart fail? No. Why? Because I knew. I got ready. I got dressed. I was, you know, getting my shoes polished and I was ironing my uniform for such a long time. Boy, gee, am I ready. So guys, be bold. Be strong in the Lord. Now it is time to be strong in the Lord. Everything changes now. Not tomorrow, now. You can do it, but it's only you that can do it. You can watch videos all day long. You can listen to other people's channels all day long, but you need to get with yourself, with the Father, by yourself. Nothing around you. And you need to communicate to Him. But The main thing people don't do is they don't listen to when he's talking to you. You need to listen to that voice. And it's not going to be a strong, it's not going to be a small, still voice. Everything is collaborating. Everything is grouping together. It's going to be an urgent voice. You will know. If you do not have it, you will know when you receive it. You will start working things out that you're wondering why you can work that out, that you never could before. That's the Holy Spirit. It's not you being any more intelligent, Mr. Smarty Pants or Mrs. Smarty Pants. No, it is the Holy Spirit that will give you the insight. So what you may, think, oh boy, I'm working all this stuff out, I'm so intelligent. No, you've been given insight from the Spirit. And it can only come from the Spirit, and that can only be, Father needs to be, he draws those with the Spirit. He has to draw you. You have to answer the call. If you do not answer the call, you didn't even know he rang, did you? Okay, so you don't answer the call. You'll never know what the conversation was going to be. This is so important. I hope I'm not just talking in circles here and losing you guys. I am no teacher. I am not. I am just whatever. Literally. I am just flesh and blood sinner that was saved by the grace because my Creator sent his Son to die for me. What, his blood to spill for me even if I was the only one? Yep. And I just told him back there on the track, I can't believe he did that and I'm unworthy, and he told me not to say that. I said, but Father, he said, but I found you worthy. I found you worthy to die for you. As I'm trying to say, Father, please, I don't want to hear Jesus say, telling me I'm worthy. And I heard, be quiet, be still. Yeah, you are worthy. Each and every one of you is worthy. Otherwise, he wouldn't have cared. He would have let us all go to the pit. But the majority of humanity is, and this is what is so hard oh dear, I'm in pain. Like, it's so hard to understand. Because to us, what seems simple and right in our face now, especially if you've been walking in the spirit world for a while, then we just can't understand why they can't see it. But there is a spiritual strong delusion that is given by the enemy, and it reigns over provinces, ley lines, cities. There are different spiritual entities and spiritual blankets on different areas, princes of the power of the air, and there will be different oppressions in different parts of the world. So no matter where you are, I can't know what sort of oppression you're dealing with in your area because of your environmental pressures. However, I know that no matter what, we can rise above it no matter where we are. And if you're in a city and you're just longing to get out, maybe stop doing that. Maybe think, hang on, maybe Father wants to use me here. Just like I am now. I've been wanting to get out. I'm on property, I'm lucky, but I'm close to a city. Not a city like you guys in America, admittedly, but it's a capital city of Australia, and it's still in a firing line to me. But hey, I'm obviously been meant to be here for this time. And until it's his will, I am not going to fight it. I am not going to get up every day and say, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore. Please, Jesus, take us, please. I think we've all been through that, and it's time we stood firm and be soldiers in this army, be grown up and be ready to die if we so must. Literally die, as in crucify yourself daily, die to yourself. So the more of you that's dead inside of you, the more of him that can be in there, because there's more room for him to fit in, isn't there? More room for the Holy Spirit to nestle in to your spirit. So move out, get your gear and go. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I just hope this has helped anybody. I'll try to remember to link that video in the description. If I don't, just let me know, and then I'll put it in. But I just hope that somebody gets help out of these videos. I'm not a ministry. I'm not a teacher. I just give it to you how I know it. And A ministry is something that, makes money as far as I'm concerned. I've never made a dime out of this. Not 1 cent. I never would want to. It would dirty it for me. It would bloody it for me. And so just those of us who are out here doing these small channels, who are doing it with true love, they're the only ones that you need to really watch. And because all the big channels, they're gone downhill. They really have. Be careful. Just be very discerning and careful. Okay? Some of them still seem like they're on our side. Be careful. There are so many distractions. And so it's time to literally drop the distractions and concentrate on your spiritual walk with Him. Don't worry about what's going on in the world. It's going to happen anyway. Yes, you can keep updated, but don't make it your focus anymore. Change those habits this year. This is not for everybody, this video, because I know a lot of you are balanced and centered about this, but I know there's a lot that aren't. And the shorter amount of time you've been in this journey, the more confusing it is. It just takes time to mature and grow into this journey. But we don't have time. And so that means throwing yourself into it full force this year, 2024. Boots on the ground. Really, let's go. Really, let's go. We've got no choice. Let me know what you think about this video, if it helped you, and let me know if you think I'm a raving lunatic. Thank you very much. This is Beck from sunny, very lovely Brisbane, Australia, on the 14th day of January, and it's 2024. And I love you all, and just quick update, Jazzy and I are doing okay with Bo's loss, only because I know that he's with my king. I do know that. And I miss him, I'm lonely, but we keep each other happy. We've kept each other. She has not left my side since he left on the 10th of December. She hasn't left my side. Sleeps with me and everything now. Not in my bed. Okay, I will never sleep with a dog in my bed or a cat. No, I'm not that type of person that, too many bugs on their fur and stuff. No, I'm too clean for that. All right, I'll let you go. I love you. But, yeah, gear up, armor up, buckle up. Let's do this. This is Beck. I'm out.